Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here. So as I'm making this video, Forza Horizon 4 has been out for over 2.5 years, or if you want to be exact, 981 days. Now the reason why this is an important statistic is, well, this is still Playground Games' latest Horizon title within the franchise, and with no announcements on when the next installment will be, it has left many within the community wondering, when will this game end? Historically speaking, Horizon 4 should have ended last year in 2020, as since their first Horizon title, which launched back in October 2012, each sequel, if you want to call it that, has been released every 2 years. We had Horizon 2 in 2014, Horizon 3 in 2016, and of course Horizon 4 in 2018. So why wasn't there a Horizon 5 in 2020? Well, I would say at least 3 major factors possibly affected the cycle. First is obviously the worldwide pandemic. This most certainly halted any developments for their succeeding title. 2, since the pandemic also affected the development of the newest Forza Motorsport title, which boasts a brand new engine that takes full advantage of the current generation of Xboxes. Perhaps plans on developing the new Horizon game based on this brand new engine was scrapped. And lastly, maybe Playground Games wanted Horizon 5 to be launched as a primary title on the latest generation of Xboxes, but felt that with the shortages of consoles available during pre-order and at launch, revenue-wise and for the franchise to grow bigger, may not have been the best decision. These are of course just some factors in my opinion that has affected the cycle. I'm certain there are more reasons for the delay of Horizon 5, so then that begs the question, with nothing concrete that even suggests that there will be a new Horizon game in the near future, how much longer will Horizon 4 go on for? Let's go through some of the things we do know and predict when the current Horizon title will end. Starting off with number 1, one more major feature yet to release. So, as we all know, Super 7 was a huge feature which Playground Games hyped up for Update 30. It took the Horizon franchise into a completely new direction, allowing players to create races that were fun, exciting, and dare I say absurd for every racer to experience. And along with having the ability to build these crazy races by using some rudimentary assets, it also included a card challenging system which gave its players an opportunity to not only test their skills on other players' creations, but also to level up and win its weekly prizes. But why is this even relevant? Well, if we take a look here, we can see that the high stakes Super 7 widget is still grayed out with a banner saying coming soon. Now this has been here for 6 months now, and the developers have only mentioned how the high stakes Super 7 feature will work, but they have yet to mention when it will arrive. The last time we heard any further developments about this was a few months back in Update 34, but what it does let us know is that whether this will arrive in the next update, 2 updates from now, or even in 2022, until we get high stakes Super 7, Horizon 4 hasn't ended, and I'm sure that Playground Games will finish this feature before the release of Horizon 5. If you were to ask me, based on the Torben Tuesday we were given for Update 35 with this particular image here, I strongly believe that the high stakes feature will be released within the next couple of updates, and once this feature arrives, chances of Horizon 4 ending will be astronomical. But let's move on to the next point. Number 2, still many hidden cars left. Okay, I know on this channel we have pointed out this massive leaked car list that surfaced back in 2019, and of course in the beginning we were all very skeptical whether or not this list was legit. Well, it turns out after a year and a half later, it's a pretty accurate list, as many of the cars shown actually ended up being in Horizon 4 in many of its updates. So to me, it's safe to say that it provides a lot of credibility and can certainly be used as a strong indication of what is left for Horizon 4. We've seen cars like the Razor Tachyon, the Nissan Pulsar GTIR, some of the Formula Drift vehicles, upon many more, all arrive. However, cars like the Mitsubishi FTO, the Honda Civic SIR, and even some racing cars have yet to still make it into the game. Now granted, just because the files of these vehicles were found doesn't necessarily mean it will arrive in future updates, as sometimes the developers may put some cars into the game purely for the developers only and may have forgotten to remove the files later. But really, the way I see this is that there is two scenarios, since nothing is advertised or expected as to how many cars are coming into the future. Realistically speaking, if there's no more future updates, it's well within Playground Games' right for them to do that, although I don't think the community would be very happy, and with around, I believe, 40 to 50 cars left on the leaked list still yet to arrive, and with each new update, we are getting around 2 to 4 brand new cars now. These updates could easily go well into 2022, which, my goodness, I hope not. Or should Horizon 5 be announced and released this year, we will most likely see Horizon 4 come to a finale update a month prior before the launch of Horizon 5 in combination with the high stakes Super 7 feature. However, a couple of interesting things I want to mention that maybe some of you may not have been aware of. Number one, I do believe that Horizon 4 will not end until we at least see this particular Porsche arrive, as it appeared in an update where the Singer Porsche was introduced, and for some reason this particular Porsche was bugged as the thumbnail, and it certainly looked ready to be brought in to Horizon 4. And also, in a developer's build of the game, Playground Games accidentally revealed the total number of vehicles in their version, which is well above the amount of cars we have in the consumer's version. And before you say that this is not the total amount of cars, just take a look at the screenshot taken from the retail version of the game, which currently shows the total amount of cars here. So if we are speculating just by hidden cars alone, the one concrete evidence is by far this Porsche here. Once this arrives, then Horizon 4 can possibly end its update at any time. And number 3, last Forza and McLaren stream. This one I find interesting. For those who follow their Forza Cross McLaren live streams will know this was something they introduced back in mid-2020, and throughout the months they would collaborate with some huge names featuring a McLaren in Horizon 4, ranging from Bruno Senna to Lando Norris. So yes, Playground Games and Turn 10 had huge guests on this livestream series, and I find it very interesting that they just wrapped up their final episode. Now to some this may not be a big deal, however, again, speculating the life of Horizon 4, this could be a sign of the end coming soon. Because if we look at the series, there's plenty of more guests they could have featured, from real-world videographers, designers and engineers for the McLaren F1, to so much more. And to even announce that this will be their final episode instead of riding off into the sunset unnoticed is somewhat revealing. Even a lot of users on their Instagram posts are predicting that not only the end of Horizon 4 is near, but Horizon 5 will be revealed at E3. Certainly a double-edged sword here, especially if these comments are on their official Instagram account. Firstly, it is great anticipation and somewhat marketing for Xbox's E3 event, but two, if nothing gets revealed and knowing full well we have at least another year of Horizon 4, then their next few Instagram posts will not see many positive comments. However, if you were to ask me, is this the end? Of course, E3 will be the deal breaker whether or not Horizon 4 will live on or not, but realistically speaking, this game's been living on borrowed time for quite some while now, which is to be expected. But once we see the Porsche in the game along with the high stakes Super 7 feature, to me, that will be it. A few new cars alone at this point is not enough to keep players coming back. However, only a few more days to go now until E3, and my prediction is Horizon 4 will end around September or October of 2021. Bold prediction, but what do you guys think? I would love to know down in the comments section below. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video or did find it somewhat educational, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button, as that would really help me out. And lastly, if you guys would like to see more Forza Horizon 4 content and also Forza Horizon 5 news, make sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on. That way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.